the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Titans' towering tight end. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Titans and the Jaguars on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Tonight we wrap up Week 11 with a great Monday nighter, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Now Jones. Jones now on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing one interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Now Spears begin the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
The numbers for Spears on the ground a week ago. He hit pay dirt so many times we almost lost track. Every time we turned around, he was in the end zone.
And those weren't all just one-yard plunges either, partner. I mean, he ripped off a few long jaunts as well.
Back to throw, Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. You look at this Jaguar defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Titans at 8-2 on the year, and they come in as a team that looks like a well-oiled machine getting ready for the postseason. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. That's out quickly to Hyatt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. With the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. And here's a give to Spears. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tajay Spears. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Titans' decision to go forward.
After review of the play, ruling on the
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Fields on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Fields scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Titans put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, partner, we've watched as they've reached 2 wins, 3 wins, 4, and then 5. And we kept questioning each week, how long can they keep this streak going? This team is rolling, and having someone like this who can really set the tone for your offense week in and week out is a big part of why they've been unbeatable as of late.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Lawrence will throw. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Lawrence. That one downfield for Dotson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Last week, what a game. He was knocking on the door for 200.
And one of the things I saw come out of last week's game in his post-game press conference, he gave a lot of credit to the offensive line, as you might expect. He also talked about the wide receivers blocking on the perimeter because no big game happens unless wide receivers block as well.
And watching film, you showed me he also made people miss. These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. Here's 2nd and 10. Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Fields. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Here's Spears on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Right back to Spears. There's the stiff arm. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You look at this Jaguar defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
They'll try the left side. It's Goodwin. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hand off to Spears. And he's got it to about the 40. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And now a run with Spears.
And he gets it down to the 32.
49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. So if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Hey, I think he's locked in.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to Spears.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
This is a 2nd and 4. Ball at the 9. They'll run with Spears.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
But now he appears to be in some pain. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They go play action now. Lawrence.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense.
Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10.
To throw is Fields.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays healthy.
That one a first down pickup of 8. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go through a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
He connects with Hyatt.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Goodwin. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Goodwin. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Titans take a 3-touchdown lead. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Complete, it's Dotson.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
This now a 3rd and 4. Lawrence.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. The thing that they'll be looking at is...
After review of the play,
So winds up a very smart decision to throw the flag. They reset the spot, and now that's a 1st down. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw complete to Dotson.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
This is caught. It's Kirk. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now a handoff up the middle. Teague. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take...
Touchdown, Jaguars! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. kicker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
It was Jamel Dean who brought him down. 2nd and 5.
Jamel Dean on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Hyatt there to grab it.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Fields.
Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now it's Fields.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
A gain of 34 yards.
On first down, Fields.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Jags going to go on offense now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now Lawrence.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Lawrence coming across the field. He finds Dotson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounded, but it's second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this one is incomplete. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Justin Jefferson, well over 100 yards receiving, and a touchdown catch as well. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. Kenny Pickett, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they were losers in that ball game as they fall to the visiting Washington Commanders. The Commanders pick up just their second victory of the year in 10 tries. It's been a struggle from the start. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Both these teams running through their final adjustments before they head out of the locker room. We're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back upstate to Jacksonville and Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 71 yards.
And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tucker with the extra point. And he cuts. Now Jones.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Here's a run by Spears. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. He completes it to Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
From the gun, here's Fields. That one's taken in by Spears.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Following the play now. Clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
In motion right, that's Hyatt. And he's going to handle it on the touch pass. Room to maneuver at the 35.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. On the option left is Fields.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, I would have figured up to the... previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was. And now it's 3rd down.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Rolling to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 16-yard line.
Buying time to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was, because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back. Because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like...
Touchdown! Jalen Hyatt, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Titans are able to add on to that lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jaguars 14. Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
On second down, Teague, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's Lawrence to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Here's Lawrence.
The 20.
He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. With now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Jags are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Spears. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
They're going to hurry back to the line now.
27-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The Spears with another carry.
Stays on his feet.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Caught along the left side by Hyatt.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's a quick throw out to Mims.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage.
Throwing on third down, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line.
First down, Tennessee.
To the air again, Fields.
They'll roll him out right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row. First.
Here we go.
Now a give, right side. Spears. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here we go.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League. Sports. In Jacksonville, it's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter.
2nd down and 4. That's out quickly to Hyatt.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Titans first down.
On first down, Spears. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line.
94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Hands it off out of the gun.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Tajay Spears.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
For a Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Going right back to Dotson.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Titans' 49-yard line.
Now Lawrence.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Here we go, gotta have it. Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Jaguars are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty.
Lawrence will throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now Lawrence.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, A loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
That is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 4 yards out.
And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So that lines up a 7-play drive. and a touchdown for Jacksonville. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Titans are going to recover the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Give them 32 on the play.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Spears. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Spears going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3. But could not get the ball over the chalk.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown.
Tajay Spears with now 2 4th quarter touchdowns. And the Titans extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Jaguars getting set to go.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
Lawrence able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. On third down, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
A gain of 17 yards.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now 2nd and 5. Up the middle they go. Teague, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. Christian Kirk, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars get a bit closer.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Titans are going to recover the football.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go.
Again, Fields.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he is going to have a Titans first down, and that should just about do it. Now Fields.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. From a yard out,
And the Titans are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jaguars 35. Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now Lawrence.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
It's a 10-yard loss.
A final shot now for Lawrence.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign.